doing so good. All right, we taking it from the top. Go. All right, let's try that again. Welcome in, everybody, to our pregame interview presented by Recruitlings. The matchup today, the Benet Academy Red Wings play host to the Hinsdale Central Red Devils. Standing next to me, Benet assistant coach Drew Tierney. Drew, let me be the first to congratulate you. Another win in the CCHL the other day against Brother Rice by a score of 5-2. A perfect 15-0 in the Chicago Catholic Hockey League. Kind of crazy to just think about. What did you like out of that game that you want to apply in this game ahead?
Yeah, we played really well defensively. We took the body and we were really getting the puck out of our zone as quickly as possible. So if we do those three things, we have a lot of success.
Of course, CCHL success is something that's going to be top of mind heading into the Kennedy Cup playoffs. A non-conference matchup today, though, still just as important. You want to get the gears rolling and everything. Does that kind of differ the mentality or strategy you guys bring into this game?
Well, normally yes, but this is a little bit different because a lot of these players know each other and have played with each other in the past, being in close proximity. So we got to make sure that we keep those emotions in check and just have fun out there.
Yeah, with only a couple games left in the CCHL, of course, this is a non-conference matchup, still very important against momentum heading into the postseason. What do you want to see out of your team today? Just a couple of things that you really want to see and carry forward going on.
We really want to be hard on that puck, send two guys after it. We also want to play very strong in front of our net defensively, and then just make sure that we're clearing out the zone as much as possible and getting the puck across that red line and get it in.
Final thoughts, Coach. Benet Red Wings win today. If they do, what couple things?
Work hard, have fun, and just go out there and play well.
I'd like to play for you, Coach Tierney. I appreciate the words that you have. Thank you for your time as always. Stay tuned, everyone. We got our pregame show coming up right after this.
Alex Dentice, Jr., winger, class of 2026.
Alex Karras, Jr., defenseman, class of 2026.
Ava Christensen, Senior, goalie, class of 2025.
Ben Ciesla, Senior, goalie, class of 2025.
Cade Rosenthal, Senior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Carson Stone, Junior, winger, class of 2026.
Danny Quinlan, Senior, winger, class of 2025.
Davin Frasco, Senior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Evan Petratos, Senior, winger, class of 2025.
Hudson Hollweck, Senior, center, class of 2025.
Hudson Schlie, Senior, center, class of 2025.
Jimmy Cannon, Senior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Joe Eide, Junior, center, class of 2026.
Joel Koehn, sophomore, goalie, class of 2027.
Luca DiCosola, Senior, center, class of 2025. Luke Alpeter, Junior, winger, class of 2026.
Michael O'Rourke, Senior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Nico DiCosola, sophomore, defense, class of 2027.
Nikolas Hensel, Junior, winger, class of 2026.
Owen Ryle, freshman, winger, class of 2028.
Tommy Dusek, senior, winger, class of 2025.
Tommy Rogowski, sophomore, defense, class of 2027.
Vinny Porro, senior, winger, class of 2025.
Coach Andrew Schlie, 15th season at Benet, 1990 St. Rita graduate.
Coach Drew Tierney, Benet 2003 grad, 17th year coaching for Benet Academy.
Michael Frada, this is my rookie year coaching, and I am a former alum under Andrew Schlie at AWF Renegades.
Ross McKay, goalie coach with the Benet Red Wings for over 10 years.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 five-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
for the first goal.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. We're here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. I'm Andy Diedrich. That's Eric Raichi. He doesn't have the headset on. He's just the man running the show and just happy to be involved, I suppose, huh? Yeah. Welcome in, though. We have a great matchup ahead. We have the Benet Academy Red Wings playing host to the Hinsdale Central Red Devils, another non-conference action for the Benet Academy Red Wings. So Red Wings, Red Devils, whole lot of red. I'm sure whatever team loses, though, will surely be feeling blue. Enough with the dad jokes. Let's get into an actual recap and analysis. We'll start with the visiting Red Devils. Hinsdale Central is 7-14 in the Illinois West Hockey League. Record's not the best, but don't let that fool you. They only have a goal differential of -13. A lot of these games that they're playing are close matchups that just kind of come down to the wire, can't quite pull it out. And as we saw with the previous matchup against OPRF from Benet, the Illinois West Hockey League is a very, very good league. Something that's going to be watching out for. You know, it's very proficient in a lot of different ways, the Illinois West Hockey League. So this team's going to be tough, and they come today led by their top scorer, and Denis Nikolaev leads the way in those 21 games of league action with 21 points, 14 goals, 7 assists. A couple other names to watch out on for offense. Marcus Weller, Henry Crabb, Zachary Kunitz are the other ones that kind of help fortify this attack for the Red Devils. On defense, they are led by Finn Hammond and John Crabb. John Crabb, the brother of Henry Crabb, previously mentioned. Those two assisted by Nate Conway and Dylan Dwyer, who split time in the goal. Kind of makes up the starting lineup that you're going to see for the Red Devils today. So, again, don't let that 7-14 record fool you. This is a tough team with a lot to prove. These two teams know each other very well, but don't let there's going to be a lot of bad blood. It's going to be hard to beat any team, though, as good as the Benet Academy Red Wings. They come into this with a 39-2 record overall, 15-0 in the CCHL. We just spoke to Drew Tierney. He's could not be more overjoyed at the fact that they're still undefeated heading into the last stretch of the season right before the Kennedy Cup playoffs. And you all know the heavy hitters on who makes up this team, but we'll still go over them once again. You know, there's 4 All-Stars in this team. Center Hudson Schlie, reigning CCHL MVP, is on his way to probably another CCHL MVP. Luca DiCosola, goalie Ben Ciesla, and Jimmy Cannon on defense. There's so many other contributors we could talk about, but when you have 4 All-Stars that are sent to represent your team, your conference All-Star game, there's not much else to say when it comes to that. So Benet and the Red Devils are going to take the ice soon. We'll be right back. A couple minutes.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads, custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
I knew the minute I walked in the door I wanted to be a Red Wing. I could just feel it.
Involved at Benet. Whether it's sports, clubs, academic teams, or campus ministry, there's something for everyone.
And you don't have to choose just one. Coaches and teachers are great about working with you if you want to do multiple things.
How to serve others for the common good.
At Benet, my faith and belief in God is supported, and there are so many ways to put my faith into action.
The friends I've made here are friends forever. I can't imagine my life without them. I will always be a Red Wing.
Seven Bridges Ice Arena in Woodridge, Illinois. It's Benet Red Wings hockey versus Hinsdale Central. Livestream brought to you by Recruitlings. Here we go! And now, your Benet Red Wings starting lineup. Vinny Porro, left winger. Dentice, right winger. Petratos, center. Karras, left defenseman. Jimmy Cannon, right defenseman. Koehn, goalie.
Welcome into Seven Bridges Ice Arena in beautiful Lisle, Illinois. We have a treat for you today, folks. It's a non-conference matchup between the Hinsdale Central Red Devils and the Benet Academy Red Wings. You just met the starters for the Red Wings, who come into this one as hot as any team could hope to be. A 39-2 overall record. Undefeated 15-0 in the CCHL. Coming off of a 5-2 victory against Brother Rice on Thursday. And the last time you joined us on Recruitlings, a non-conference win over Oak Park River Forest. It was 2-0 last Saturday. On the other side, Hinsdale Central. We do not have a starting lineup yet, but we will provide that for you shortly. Hinsdale Central coming into this one, looking for a big win to jumpstart their season right as we head to the tail end of it. They're 7-14 in the Illinois West League. A lot of these players from both teams grew up with each other, know each other well. The families have grown, laughed, cried together. They all come together today for a marquee matchup in this area of Illinois. We are just moments away from puck drop, and quite the uniform matchup we have going on. You see Benet on your screen right now, wearing their white uniforms, which they rarely do. Have some white, black, and red trim to go along with that. Sorry, I had to make sure I got all the colors there. We take a look over at Hinsdale Central's net, where they're gathering pregame. They're wearing the black jerseys, red numbers, and some red trim to go along with it. Skating out to his post, number 34, Koehn, will be the first man in the net today for the Benet Academy Red Wings. The last time they played at Seven Bridges Ice Arena, we had a 3-goalie outing from them. Koehn, of course, closed that one out against OPRF. And just like Ben Ciesla and Ava Christensen did before him, did not let up a goal. It was a clean sheet for each of Benet's very talented goalies. They have quite the stacked goalie room that almost any other team would be dying to have. You already met the Benet starting lineup, but once again, out in front, on the defensive side, it's going to be Karras and Jimmy Cannon. Accompanying him, left wing, Vinny Porro. In the center will be Petratos. Koehn's in the goal, as already mentioned. And on the right wing, say hello to Dentice. Puck's dropping at center ice. Here we go from Seven Bridges Ice Arena. It's Benet hockey action. They're going to control the puck first. We were not sure who we were going to see in the net for Hinsdale, whether it was going to be Nate Conway or Dylan Dwyer, but it is number 92 of Dwyer in the net. In the 16 games he's played in the Illinois West Hockey League for the Red Devils. Has a save percentage just under 90%. Allows just a bit over 3 goals per game. The one weakness that's not necessarily on Dwyer, a lot of power play goals let up from this Hinsdale team. They're going to want to stay disciplined and stay out of the box. Bennett's offense is good enough as it is. To give them even more an advantage, they will take you the distance. So we did not have Hinsdale Central's starting lineup, but out there right now, 2 defensemen. Number 8 is Finn Hammond. Other defenseman is the brother of Dylan Dwyer. We have a stoppage in play right in front of Dwyer, that is. The line out there for the Red Devils. Hammond, Dwyer, McConnell. And taking that face-off right there was Baskell. Zosotro's going to want to start off quick, and they do here. Dumping it into the zone. Who's going to get to it first? Gonna play around with that left corner over there. Benet showing pressure. Looks like they're going to wrestle it away and get to dictate it at their own pace. Get it back to the neutral zone. Skating center ice. And heading into attack. Puts a shot on net. Goes wide. That was DiCosola seeing his first action of the day. And it's DiCosola again grabbing the puck. He's going to wrap around. Now put it in front of the... Slides right through the crease. In the slot. Goes left. Shot there from Hollweck. Another notable name of this Benet bunch that gets scoring, and they get scoring fast. Puck slides all the way through the neutral zone, back towards Koehn's neck of the woods. And a couple shots heads towards the net in these first 2 minutes of action. But Benet might change that right now. Grabbing the puck, right side, shot. Blocked by Dwyer and fished away from the Hinsdale defenseman. That was number 3, Weller. Some good rink awareness to get that one out of there, but Benet still has it. Nico DiCosola's making his name known. Kicks it over, number 28, Hensel. Shot all the way, one-timer back from near the blue line. Hensel wrestles it away, sticking with it. He's got a couple defensemen in the slot, his teammates rather. But the defenseman got in front of the Benet skaters in the slot. Dwyer's going to pounce on it. We're going to see a face-off right in front of his net. Cut to our goal cam. We step into the world of Dylan Dwyer. Again, quite the tall task ahead of him to be the last line of defense against this Benet offense. Tries to get some help from the face-off right here. Hinsdale does win it. They're starting off pretty good on these face-offs. They wrap it all the way around. Left side heading in towards the middle. Nothing given. Sliding shot right to Koehn's chest, and he'll just grab it. The breadbasket, they call it. Joel Koehn is a sophomore. He has seen a lot of action this year himself. Again, it's a very deep goalie room for the Red Wings. It's Joel Koehn, Ava Christensen, and Ben Ciesla. Can't see a lot of action off and on. In the 2 games he's actually started in CCHL action this year, though. It's been nothing but great. Only 1.32 goals allowed average. Save percentage north of 91%. No. Pause talking about Cade now as his skaters try to score for him. Off the backboards, bounces all the way out. Rogowski's going to give chase and get to it first, unless that puck is iced, which it is. 13:56 remaining in this first period. Not a lot going so far. That could change at any moment. Given these two teams and given the nature of hockey, it's kind of the beautiful thing about it. Our first icing sees the puck slide all the way back. We'll get a face-off, which has been controlled by Hinsdale for the most part. It is Crab against Petratos. Advantage Crab this one. Puck's in the net, Benet scores! And just like that, it looked like Hinsdale won that faceoff, was gonna be able to control it, push it out of the zone and do something with it. And it appears that Alex Dentice was the one to put it in the back of the net. Happened so fast in the blink of an eye. That is the nature of how these Red Wings get down. I'm going to back that up real quick to see exactly what happened. Crab and Petratos faced off in the circle. Puck bounced back towards the boards behind the net of Dwyer. And next thing I know, I look up and that puck's in the net. As Benet gets another opportunity here. It looks like that puck was kicked in from the corner. Petratos hit it up. Dwyer deflected it. And then it was flicked into the back of the net. Start this one off early. Sizable crowd here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. This non-conference matchup. Again, a lot of these players know each other. The two schools are not too far apart geographically. Face-off is controlled by the Red Wings. Cade Rosenthal gives chase. Rosenthal again getting his stick in there. Right side of the zone. Does shoot it towards Koehn, and he will gobble it up. I must have missed some action there when I was recapping the previous goal. We do have a Benet skater in the box. Scoreboard says the offending party is number 26, Alex Dentice, who may or may not have been the one to put the puck in the back of the net there. He was certainly involved in that play, but right now he sits out, and his team will try to kill this penalty early. Right now they're flicking it out of the zone. And another thing that I mentioned alongside the penalties that Hinsdale commits may be a bit too much. They have a affinity for letting up shorthanded goals. And Benet, of course, over the last 2 seasons has the most shorthanded goals out of any team in the CCHL. Suppose when you're 15-0, it makes sense that you can score any way you can. Shot towards the net, goes high and wide. Especially last year and a little bit this year, though. Shorthanded goals kind of just the cherry on top of this Benet offense. You think they weren't good enough, it'll be a 5-on-4, 5-on-3 opportunity, and they'll stick one in on you. 1 minute down to the penalty. Benet controlling this despite having the man disadvantage. They're going to get a substitution in. Skating off is Porro. Coming on is Ryle. That won't matter because Hinsdale was offside. Red Devils get a line change in. Want to capitalize on the last 47 seconds of this power play. Crab with another face-off win. Zeppa's fighting for it. McConnell skates back, sizes up what he likes. Zeppa right side. Up ahead Turnbull. Wraps all the way around Koehn. He thought about getting his stick on it. Will take his spot back in the crease. Puck almost hit the referee again. It's been a couple times the man in stripes has had a couple hazards come his way. Steal from Benet. One-on-one opportunity. Owen Ryle, the freshman phenom, is going to put the moves on. He's got a chance. Great stop by Dwyer, but a lovely set of moves by Owen Ryle to get past his defender and have the one-on-one opportunity with Dylan Dwyer. That will end the penalty for Benet. They have successfully killed yet another penalty. They're first in this one, but they have been so great on defense. We talk about the offense and the capabilities they bring on the different ways of scoring. Defense, man. Here goes Hudson Schlie, though. Talk about that offense again. That puck was in the crease, got flicked back out. Dwyer fell down, and some of his defensemen were able to wrestle it away from Schlie and the rest of the Benet skaters. Alex Karras sends it around. Benet remaining aggressive on this forecheck despite the lead. Surprising absolutely nobody by doing so. Schlie's got it. Slot, heading left side. Off of Dwyer's mask. Schlie almost got the rebound back. Hinsdale defense is there. That was Baskell. Dwyer tries to get it out. Great job of keeping it in by Benet. One-timer heads towards the net. Bounces off. Back to Ryle. Hollweck right side. He's got Schlie right in front of the net. Schlie scores! Out of all people to know where they're at on the ice, you got to know where number 8 is. Whether it's something in transition, setting it up like he almost scored previously, or sitting in front of the goalie and making life miserable for the defense, Hudson Schlie will find ways to score. Hensel had a chance to get it out there. Owen Ryle kept it in right near the point, blue line right side. Sends it into his captain and Schlie. And the reigning CCHL MVP did the rest. 2-0 Benet. Just under 7 minutes gone in this one. A lot of early scoring for Benet, much like the JV game before this. That ended with a 10-0 victory for the JV Red Wing team. Bennett's got another chance here. Saved by Dwyer. Don't want to see him shake his confidence too early. This Benet offense is good. Dwyer's had a couple great saves already. He needs to make a couple more if the Red Devils want to get back into this one. Skater loses a stick for the Red Devils, gets it back. Bennett's pushing him again already, but Durkin's going to grab it. Wants to work the boards up ahead to Carlin. Bennett grabs it back. Heidi up high. Puck sitting behind Dwyer. Tommy Dusek gave chase to it. He's just such a nuisance in getting those rebound opportunities. Making something out of nothing, and there he goes again. Almost got to that one, and he does this time. Tommy Dusek, right side of the slot, shoots. Saved by Dwyer. Back towards Dwyer, in the crease. That puck's bounced around. I don't know what's going on. Another save by Dwyer. He's been great. The defense got to help him out. Heidi shoots wide. Nico DiCosola picks it up right side. Again, Benet controlling all the time on attack right now. Even when they're not getting it towards the net, even just being there, putting the puck towards the crease. Just stressing out this Hinsdale defense, and they might break through for another one here. If they don't do it here, it looks like they will soon. Kunitz. Red Devils desperately trying to get it out here. Unable to do so. Luca DiCosola will grab it from Durkin. Heads back out. Looks like he's going to reset. Skates through the slot. He's got a chance. That goes high and wide. Frasco keeps it in. Joe Heidi, so dangerous, seems to always be the one scoring early for Benet. The last two games they've played, he was the first goal scorer in the first period both times, whether it was the 2-0 victory against OPRF or their most recent matchup against Brother Rice. And still finally able to get it out. Both teams getting some substitutions in, but here comes Nico DiCosola with a chance of his own. Stolen away from McPherson. Nico does keep it in. They're going to dump it down and get a line change going. Nico, of course, the younger brother of all-star Luca DiCosola. Hopefully we'll see some dual DiCosola action at some point today. 7.5 to go in the first period. Benet still winning 2-0. We get a stoppage in play. See what the referees have in store for us here. Already had one penalty early on. Alex Dentice was sent to the box for 2 minutes. Benet survived that unscathed. Let's see what the scoreboard operator can tell us about what's going on. I do see only 4 Hinsdale skaters out on the ice. So we might have our first Benet power play, and we do. Being sent to the box, number 44, Henry Crabb. One of the more prolific scorers of this team, and someone they're going to need on the ice to get back into this one. If Hinsdale can kill this one and get Crabb back on the rink, maybe it could be a huge momentum shifter. But trying to stop Benet in the power play is not for the faint of heart. Schlie will hit it up right side, staying onside. He's got a chance. Left side missed. That was Hudson Hollweck, one of the many seniors of this experienced group that the Red Wings have. We get a stoppage in play. Hinsdale had a chance. That saucer leaking out in the neutral zone. To no avail. Benet will get a substitution on. Whole line change, in fact. 7:05 to go in the first period. 92 seconds remaining on this power play for Benet. They haven't put a shot on goal yet, but that's sure to change. They keep it in here. Tommy Dusek tries to redirect. No dice. Luca DiCosola's the first one to it. 80 to 85% of this game has been spent in Bennett's attacking zone. Hinsdale just having so much trouble keeping it out, even when they had the man advantage. Hinsdale's a scrappy team. I think you just got to give all the credit to this Benet Red Wing offense. Koehn steps out of the crease. Will throw it around to Porro. No, that's Ryle that got to it first. Porro was on the run. Dusek over to Heidi. Back to Porro. He's got Heidi behind the net. Potentially a wraparound. He falls down. Maybe a shove from one of the Hinsdale defenders. No penalty called. And great job clearing that. Making that play there was Hammond of the Red Devils. Half a minute left with the man advantage for the Red Wings. Referee will blow his whistle with 6 minutes to go in this first. Face-off won by the Red Wings. And they're going to try and get one more chance at sneaking a puck in the net on this power play. Ryle's quick to it. Hammond slice and dices his way to the neutral zone. This power play looks to be successfully killed by the Red Devils. Couple seconds ticking off. Return to the ice is Mr. Henry Crabb. Getting in the hands there, Petratos. And that puck did not stay in. Had a great chance for Benet if they were to keep it in. Offside is the call. Scoreboard shows shot on goal advantage Benet 10-3. From the eye test of what we've seen so far, that seems about accurate. A couple shots that have gone Joel Koehn's way. Been stymied either by the Benet defense or swallowed up by Koehn pretty easily. Almost stolen away by McConnell. Schlie controls it. Team staying on side. Towards the net, Dwyer saves. That was Hudson Hollweck. Nice little wrister from the left side. Hensel, ever so aggressive on the forecheck like the rest of his team. And here's the reason why. Shot right in the slot. No good. Schlie had it right in front of Dwyer. I think it went just directly off the chest of Dwyer and was able to go ahead and gobble that one up. Well, apparently I'm wrong. That puck went in the net. Would you check that out? Things are happening so fast for this Benet Red Wing team, I can't even keep up. Hudson Schlie with his second goal of the day. Sorry about that, fans. I gotta get my eyes checked or something. I think it just speaks to the speed that Benet plays with, though. I mean, how fast was that? We talk about why they remain so aggressive on the forecheck, and I think that was a perfect example of that. It's the opposite of an announcer's jinx. They're proving me right, making me look good. So Hinsdale finally gets an opportunity in the zone. Yeah, that was Hensel just remaining aggressive on the forecheck. And when they tried to get it out, the puck went right to Hudson Hollweck, who dished it to Schlie, got his rebound, and put a backhand in the back of the net. The creativity that Benet has with some of these goals. Some of them look really pretty. We've seen breakaway opportunities with a good couple moves and a real pretty finish. At other times, we see some of their skaters sit in front of the net, wait for their opportunity off a rebound, being able to judge it well. Right place, right time. Whatever it is, doesn't matter to head coach Andrew Schlie. Pucks in the net, points on the board. It's a good way to win hockey games. That puck flies out. 3:46 remaining in the first period. Benet now with a 3-0 lead over the Hinsdale Central Red Devils. Dumping chasing is Benet. First to it for the Red Wings, Luca DiCosola. He's chasing Weller. Weller is able to dish it out. Hinsdale does finally get it out of the zone pretty easily. Just talked about the shots on goal difference being huge. That margin has now grown to 15-3. Talk about textbook definition of Benet hockey this season. You're looking at it right now. Here's a shot deflected by Dwyer right off of his stick side, negating the opportunity. Tommy Dusek was coming in hot there, though. That was between him and Dwyer came out victorious this time. Don't think a lot of the goals scored today have been on Dwyer. I think the Hinsdale defense needs to come together a little more cohesively as a unit and get a little creative in trying to slow down the Benet offense. Take care of the puck a little more. Don't give in to the Benet forecheck. You know, that steal from Hudson Hollweck and dishing it to Schlie on that last goal. Got to avoid that in the future. This time it's Ryle, though. Near the point. Almost tried to deflect it in. Ooh, slow moving puck left of the post. Benet still keeping it in. Petratos is there. Not this time, though. Zeppa kicked it out. Will not get an icing. It was deflected. Stolen away. Here's a chance for Hinsdale. Koehn blocks it. Sitting near the net. Poked out, but heading back in towards the left corner. Ryle smashes on the boards. He falls down. Have to get up and help defend here. Puck goes right off Koehn's chest. Can't control it, though. Sits left side. Little hokey-pokey action going with a couple skaters. Off the boards. Hinsdale gives it up. And kind of an unforced turnover there. All the way back towards the goal line. So they'll reset and try again. That puck goes all the way down next to Koehn. And that looks like the all-star Jimmy Cannon clears it up to his buddy Dentice. Alex Dentice skates up past the blue line. Several defenders there to meet him. Porro's going to give chase. They really want to keep on this forecheck, though. Unable to do so this time, but they're going to get it right back. Aptly timed substitution for the Red Devils. One-timer past the blue line. Koehn saw it the whole way. Under a minute and a half to go in this first period. Hinsdale wants something to take away heading into the second. Right now, though, not so much. They can at least put a little pressure on and show that they have the potential to score in this Benet defense. I think that momentum will ride a long way. Still, everything's coming up for the Benet Academy Red Wings. Guess that tends to happen when you're undefeated in league play. Slow moving puck towards the crease. No one's there to collect it except a Benet defender. Here's Luca DiCosola. DiCosola, again, one of the 4 All-Stars named for the Chicago Catholic Hockey League All-Star team. The quartet of Luca DiCosola, Hudson Schlie, Jimmy Cannon, and Ben Ciesla were part of the CCHL team that took on the Scholastic Hockey League All-Stars on January 2nd of this year. Big hit into the boards. DiCosola had to absorb 2 hits. Another big hit. Hammond lays the wood on Nick Hensel. We play on, however. Puck in the slot. Hinsdale's able to get it out. Just under about 10 seconds to go. Can Hinsdale put something in at the end of the first? Falling down. Puck sitting around. Bennett's just going to be happy if this clock ticks out with nothing going, and that's exactly what happens. So, we've played 17 minutes at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. Everything's coming up Benet early. They lead by a score of 3-0.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Welcome back. Everything's coming up Benet early. Stop me if you've heard that one before. They currently lead the Hinsdale Central Red Devils by a score of 3-0. Scoring the goals in the first period, there was 2 from Hudson Schlie. The captain's already looking for a hat trick after only 17 minutes of play. I think we're going to go ahead and credit that first goal to Alex Dentice. We might have to look back at the tape to see who it was. There was about 3 different Benet skaters that got their stick on it, so a lot of points to be handed out regardless. Meanwhile, we start play in the second period. Benet will take it. Alex Karras on the left side. Dumps it in. Tommy Dusek doing his thing. We'll get to it first on that wraparound. Back out, Karras. Cannon and Petratos were over there, but Hinsdale just dumps it in. Karras up ahead, Ide. Great pass and great way to receive it. Ide puts the moves on. He's got a chance, goes up and over the defensive Dwyer. The aptly named Jimmy Cannon fired one in there, but puck squirted out past the zone. A couple new skaters onto the ice for Benet. Schlie with 2 goals already re-enters. Nick Hensel, as well as Michael O'Rourke. Did not see him in last game. Good to see him back on the ice. Shot left side. 2 Benet defenders able there to block it. Cade, Rosenthal, and Hudson Schlie. One-timer towards the net, all the way from the blue line. Seems to be the only sort of quality shot that these Red Devils are able to get. Up ahead to Schlie in open ice. He's dangerous, and we all know it. Right side. I think that was him and O'Rourke over there. We're trying to figure out what to do with it. They can't keep it in. DiCosola up ahead. Skating back on side of Schlie. He's going to trail here, gets the puck. Gets a little shoulder check. Can Benet keep it in again? As of right now, yes. I spoke too soon. Heading back towards the netminder in Dwyer. Scoreboard does say a 3-0 deficit, though. Don't know how much of those 3 goals are on Dwyer. The Benet offense is relentless, and it's a tall task for any defense to get past, and seems like that was more of what caused Benet to get those goals so easily rather than the play of Dwyer. I think he's been great today. I mean, 17 shots on goal. If only 3 went in, that's 14 saves already. We're only about under 20 minutes into this one. 14:48 left to go in the second period. Take another look into our goal cam real quick for this face-off. Puck squirts back out to the blue line. Karras crosses to, it was a beautiful set of passes there. Karras crossed the cannon over to Owen Ryle. Shot just went left of the net. That sort of puck movement, that's just a very sustainable way to play hockey and will be a thing to watch out for in the future for Benet. Jimmy Cannon falls there after play was stopped for icing. Back on his skates, gets a little love tap from Alex Karras, and we're back at it. In other news, our professional hockey team in the city of Chicago, the Blackhawks, they traveled to the city of Detroit to play the Red Wings and lost yesterday. They are back at it against the Edmonton Oilers, though, tonight at 6 o'clock. Personally, I will probably be watching the NFL playoffs. Right now, what's going on right now? That's right. The Chargers and Texans are facing off. Texans lead them 10-6 at halftime. The nightcap tonight at 7 o'clock. Pittsburgh Steelers travel to Baltimore and take on the Ravens. It has come to my attention that the Chicago Bears, at a 5-12 record, did not make the playoffs. I'm sure this is a shock to everybody listening. Anyways, 14:17 left to go in the second period. Another icing call leaves us with another face-off that Dylan Dwyer will have to weather. It's quite the storm he's had to weather already. Don't know if we're going to see a goalie change or some big change of strategy for Hinsdale. But this one could get out of hand real quick if it's not out of reach for the Red Devils already. Owen Ryle skating back, kind of flips it up to himself. Spins around without the puck to collect it. So many crafty moves from each of these different Benet skaters. You see something new from each one of them every day. I think that's saying something. You know, this is a mainly senior-led group, and part of the reason why they're so successful is the years under their belt at all 3 levels: goalie, offense, defense. It has been a pleasure to see this Benet team grow, not just over this season, but I think over the years. Not wanting to hear any of that, though, is the Red Devils. They had a chance right there. That puck was sitting there in the slot, but they keep it in this time. I think they should remain aggressive in the forecheck, and it looks like they will. Koehn's playing a little keep away from Cannon. Crab up ahead in the slot. Sharkey put it towards the net. Kane's trying to get his paws on it, and it looks like he finally does. It was Kunitz, Sharkey, and Crab that all had their stick on the puck about 3 feet from Kane's crease, right in the slot. It's exactly where you want to get those shots on goal from. If you're going to shoot from anywhere, why not right in front of the net? Hinsdale gets one in the back of Kane's net. Potentially a momentum shifter, but Bennett's not allowing any of that. They're still controlling majority of the time on attack. It's not as much of a disparity as it was in the first period. Right now, I mean, pretty good amount of this second period has been spent in Hinsdale's attacking zone. We're not able to say that in the first by any means. Announcer Jinx coming in handy, though, and that puck heads towards their net. Porro staying aggressive on his forecheck. The thing about the forecheck, even if it doesn't net you an immediate goal, just a great chance for your team to get some crucial substitutions in if the line needs a break, or if there's a power play opportunity, you need some fresh legs in there to finish it off. Speaking of fresh legs, newly entered the game, Joe Eide with an opportunity on the left side. Pass it to himself off the boards. Will absorb a hit. Hinsdale trying to get it out. Porro and Schlie are there. This time it goes right through the wickets of Tommy Dusek. Puck will travel all the way down to the goal line. And that, my friends, is icing. Icing is one of those rules that doesn't really make sense. Then you think about the time wasting that it kind of begets. That would be very fun to watch two teams just throw the puck down to the other end of the ice. Look kind of more like figure skating, if anything. That's not a knock on figure skating by any means. I think we'd all rather watch some great handiwork with the puck and some big hits rather than a relay race, though. That's just me. Let me know if you disagree in our YouTube chat. Again, thanks for joining us and being here on Recruitlings. It's a lovely Saturday afternoon. It's a little warmer in Seven Bridges Ice Arena than it normally is today. Trying to get hot is the Hinsdale Central Red Devils. Not too many offensive opportunities. Wraparound opportunity, but no one's home for the Devils. Wrap around again. Krabs maybe wrap around for himself. Schlie wrestled it away. Eide clears. Shot on goal disparity, 18-8. And we still have over 10 minutes to go in the second period. A toe drag chance by Crab. He's seeming to be the only one who by himself is propelling the offense to any sort of success. Still coming up empty, though. Clean sheet for Joel Koehn. Joel Koehn was, of course, one of those three goalies that all starred and shined in that 2-0 victory against OPRF here last week. And I was given the honor of interviewing not one, not two, but all three of Bennett's goalies after that win. Check that out on the Recruitlings YouTube channel if you didn't catch it live. It was an absolute treat to get to talk to all three of Joel Koehn, Ava Christensen, and Ben Ciesla. Of course, right on cue, I talk about the goalies. Cade gets a save, face off. Can Hensel get it out himself? DiCosola does instead. Back and forth ping pong action there in the neutral zone, but Bennett does get it into the zone. Not too aggressive right now, but skating up, maybe getting there is Cannon and Karras, and there's Karras right on cue. Through the neutral zone, quickly skating. There's Crab. He's the one getting things going. Got it around his defender. He'll still control it off the boards. He absorbs a big hit from Alex Karras. That is one guy I do not want to stand in the way of. If there's If there's a puck heading down the ice and I'm between the puck and Alex Karras, I will be moving out of the way. We're going to get a hit from behind on Crab of Hinsdale. On Karras, it looks like we might. He clearly doesn't like the call. Saw him throw his hands up in disagreement almost immediately. But the referee's heading over to the score table, and by my look, it did appear that Henry Crab gave a shove to the backside of Alex Karras, who I believe was the one that delivered the hit on him just moments before that. Scoreboard operator agrees with me. 2 minutes in the box for Henry Crab. And it's going to be another Benet power play. They had 3 goals in that first period. None of them were scored on the power play. I think it just goes to show how prolific the Benet offense is. I know I sound like a broken record saying that, but I really don't think it could be understated, folks. What can Benet do with the man disadvantage? Hollweck shot it high. Tried to get his own rebound. Crashing in is Danny Quinlan. Back over right side. Just out of the reach of, I think that's the captain, Hudson Schlie, looking for his third. Schlie right side, just on top of the face-off circle. He's remaining patient. Center. In. Schlie from way out. That did go in. Oh, my goodness. Almost anticlimactic. I didn't think he was going to try and put it in all the way. That was near the blue line. Schlie with his hat trick really early in this one. I mean, we're 8 minutes into the second period here, folks, and Hudson Schlie, third goal of the day, makes it a 4-0 game in favor of the Benet Red Wings. Sorry about that, folks. Had some young fans behind me who dropped the puck right near our broadcast booth. They seem just as excited as I am. Hudson Schlie, his third goal of the day, puts Benet up by 4. I mean, if this one was not already out of reach for Hinsdale, it's looking even rougher now. I'm confident that the trend is looking to be that Hinsdale's going to get something going offensively. But it's going to take a little bit of everything to make this one a close contest again. I think for Hinsdale, you just have to have that short memory. A lot of coaches I've had say, be like a goldfish. Koehn kicks that one out. Goldfish memory is like 6 seconds. You can't keep thinking about the past, can't keep thinking about the plays you could have had, maybe you should have had. It's all about the future and what you can learn from it. There's lessons to be learned from this one. There's still a lot of good hockey you could still play and pick your head up going forward in the rest of your conference schedule. I think sometimes you just run into a hot team and they just, I think that's exactly what happened today. You talk about one of the hottest teams, not just in the Chicago area, but the state of Illinois. What can't Benet do correctly is the right question to be asking. Dentice with a huge hit in the backside. Oh, man. Doesn't look like Benet knows they're up 4 goals by the amount of aggression they still play with, but you've been a longtime viewer of Recruitlings and Benet hockey as a whole. You know that's exactly what they strive to do. He's by no means out of reach, of course. Seen a couple times this year, whether it's in the CCHL or exhibition in Chicago. Teams will score 4, even 5 unanswered goals to pull ahead in overtime or even just in regulation. Of course, this being a non-conference matchup, if we do end up tied at the end of 3 periods, we will call it there. Puck goes out of play with 6:50 to go in the second period. Again, Benet up 4-2-0. 3 goals from the captain in Hudson Schlie, who's well on his way to another CCHL MVP. I mean, what more can you say? Bennett's going to do what Benet does best. Foot on the gas, puck's in the net. A lot of happy fans in the stands. Still got some defense to play, though. Alex Karras gives chase. He tries to dish it out to ID to get it out. Hensel does keep it in. Right side, weakly hit putt towards the net, goes wide. Cannon to DiCosola. Referee signaling for something. I did hear a big hit into the boards. Don't think there was a penalty, though. I think we're just skating down for a face-off on the other end. 6.5 minutes to go in the second period. Some other action in the sports world of Chicago. The Bulls won by 33 yesterday against the Washington Wizards. Proves their record to 18 wins, 20 losses. Seeming like that team's a little invigorated after the ceremony they had for the Bulls' great Derrick Rose on January 4th. Maybe Derrick Rose has a couple years left in the tank. I think the Bulls could use just about anybody they could get. But enough of Derrick Rose and the Bulls. We have a substitution at goalie for the Benet Red Wings. Off goes number 34, Joel Koehn, and in number 35, Ava Christensen. We just saw Ava in the OPRF matchup. She was between the pipes for the second period of action, and of course, none of the three goalies let up anything. Christensen did her part there, certainly. Ava Christensen will be furthering her student athletic career at Oswego State University in New York, and I couldn't even start talking about Ava Christensen without the Benet Red Wings scoring for a 5th time today. Would you look at that? Coming out of that stoppage, that puck was on the right side. Rosenthal had control of it. Dish it up ahead to the right corner. Double team was Hensel. And I think it was Hudson Schlie once again that kind of spun around. It went off the skate of a Hinsdale defender and in the back left part of the net. And when it rains, it pours, I guess. And it certainly seems like it's storming on these Hinsdale Central Red Devils. 5-0 deficit they now face. And that'll get credited as Schlie's 4th goal. But it really was just an unfortunate bounce off the skate of one of the Hinsdale defenders. My, oh my. Again, Hinsdale, you want to get something going offensively. It looks like they're doing a better job at that now. If they can get back on side and get this in the zone, they just choose to dump and get out of there. Christensen getting a puck sent towards her for the first time. Steal from Hinsdale. Here's a chance. Shot goes right. That was, again, the man seeming to jumpstart the offense right now, Henry Crabb. Crabb's a forward in his 21 games of play in the Illinois West Hockey League. 13 points, 11 of those coming on assists. So only 2 goals in those 21 games, but seems like he's the one that wants to be the first one to notch something here for the Red Devils. Left side, Benet. Goal number 6. I'm going to sound like a broken record. That's number 8. Hudson Schlie. By my count, goal number 5. I am running out of things to talk about Hudson Schlie and this Benet offense. 6-0. There's still 4.5 minutes to go in the second period. And this one is an absolute dressing down. I mean, what else can you say about Ben coming ready to play today? Danny Quinlan, breakaway opportunity, right side. And they work the fast break to perfection. Hudson Schlie, left side. Received the pass and did the rest as he always does. In talking to some of the players and coaches of Benet, I think they were a little upset at the level of intensity that they showed against OPRF. Of course, it was still a 2-0 win. It was their first game after the break for the holidays, of course, first game of the new year. The big thing is they wanted to come out with energy, and the coaching staff didn't see as much of that as they wanted. Fast forward to today, we're sitting at a 6-goal lead with still 3.5 minutes to go in the second period. If you want energy from the Benet Red Wings, they must have heard you. 6-0 deficit. Again, this is on top of the JV game before this. That ended 10-0 in favor of Benet. So everything coming up the Red Wings' way today. Certainly their home fans are pleased. We'll get a stoppage in play from the man in the stripes. We'll get a face-off at center ice. Speaking of the ice, for our viewers back home, if you have not made it out to Seven Bridges Ice Arena to catch the Benet Red Wings, allow me to tell you a little bit about it. We're currently in beautiful Ryle, Illinois. Seven Bridges Ice Arena. It's a 114,000 square foot multi-purpose sports facility. I don't exactly know how big a square foot is, but 114,000 of them sounds like it's big. There are 2 rinks here. We're currently watching the Benet Red Wings play on the NHL-sized rink. Or excuse me, the Olympic-sized rink, rather. The other rink is the Olympic-sized one, though. Of course, this rink is home to the Benet Red Wings, as you're watching right now. Also home to the Chicago Phantoms AAA squad. There's a multi-purpose turf field upstairs as well. Party rooms to book. And the Whiskey Hill Tap Room and Pizza Bar. So if you come hungry, come thirsty when you want to watch your Red Wings, head upstairs to the Tap Room and Pizza Bar. Personally, I don't know what sort of deals they have up there. But the optimist in me likes to think that they got some good deals on some za. Hinsdale can't keep it in the zone. 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Just seems to be a bit out of sync on some of the passes. Sharkey couldn't quite get his stick on that, and that happens on some days. In any sport, you get those sort of things. You, your teammates, the coaching staff, just not quite on the same page. Stolen by Schlie, right side. He's going to try for it again. Save. Dylan Dwyer right into his breadbasket. He's able to corral it. That marks Bennett's 23rd shot on goal now. In comparison to Hinsdale's 13. Seems like Hudson Schlie probably accounted for half of the shots on goal himself. You know, as if we didn't say his name enough today. Again, what a tremendous player, what a tremendous team that we've gotten to witness, not just in this game, but all season for Benet. This is definitely going to be a season to remember regardless of the outcome the rest of the way and heading into the playoffs. There's a lot of seniors on this roster that have grown and been fostered in this system that Andrew Schlie has built as head coach and director. I mean, you look at all the names on the roster, and so many of the key contributors are those seniors that have grown within this program. Of course, Hudson Schlie, Danny Quinlan's a senior, Cade Rosenthal, Jimmy Cannon, Tommy Dusek, Luca DiCosola, Evan Petratos, Michael O'Rourke, Ben Ciesla, Ava Christensen, and then Davin Frasco, Hollweck, John Neboyskey, Vincenzo Porro, all the above. Any way you want to spin it, this is definitely got a little bit of a one last ride feel, last dance for Benet. All their seniors coming together and making the season something special. It already is, and it's only going to get better. Meanwhile, Joe Eide breakaway. Can he get to it first? He cannot. Solid job of getting back on defense and stopping the fast break. Hinsdale, chance in the slot. That puck's in the net. There's a Red Devil goal. And indeed, we were calling his name before, saying he was probably going to be the one to break through. Number 44, Henry Crabb, strikes first for the Red Devils. They have now cut into this Benet lead. Score now sits at 6-1. Crab's been as fierce as he can be in the forecheck and also trying to get back in defense and stop Bennett's offense. And as the captain, the unsung leader of this team, very fitting he's the one to finally break through for the Red Devils. Certainly wants more than one, though, and they're going to try again right now. Crab slams into the boards, gets shoved from the back from Frasco, and we might get a call there, I'm not sure. Referee is having some sort of stoppage in play, and we'll see what's going on in a second. And indeed, that Frasco shove from behind will put him into the sin bin for 2 minutes. So score 6-1, 34.7 seconds remaining in the second period. Frasco will sit in the box the first 90 seconds or so of the third. Right now, though, Bennett's got a penalty to kill. Hensel wrestled it away. Can he skate ahead for his own unabated look at the goal? He does. Left side shot deflected by Dwyer. Trying to go 5-hole was Hensel. Dwyer covered up and kicked that out to the right side. Hinsdale wanted to do something of their own. Got a power play for another minute and a half or so. About 5 seconds in the second period. Can they get something going before they head in the locker room? One-timer goes high and wide. Horn sounds. That does it for the second period. Even more Bennett scoring, but Hinsdale does break through. The score sits at 6-1 in favor of the Red Wings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 five-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Hi, we're back. They did not cut the ice between the second and third period, so we're going to get right back to it. Sorry about being thrust right back into the action, folks, but let's get right to it. 6-1 in favor of the Red Wings still. Everything's coming up Bennett's way. They do have a man in the box for the next 60 seconds or so. Hinsdale trying to put another puck in the back of the net. Their scoring was finally opened up late in that second period by the captain in Henry Crabb. As for Bennett, they led off the scoring themselves with the first 6 goals of the game. First goal, going back and watching, there was a couple bounces, but we're going to give it to Vinny Porro off of an assist from both Alex Dentice. Evan Petratos. That was Bennett's first goal. The last 5, well, they were scored by, well, let me make sure I get this right. Hudson Schlie, Hudson Schlie, Hudson Schlie, Hudson Schlie, and Hudson Schlie. You get the point. Again, what a tremendous player on a tremendous team. Bennett's going to successfully kill this penalty once again. And we're going to head into even strength action. Crab's got a goal on the board. He's looking for one more. He's going to skate through the neutral zone. Goes right side. Maybe do it himself. Two Benet defenders are there. That's Rosenthal and DiCosola. Trying to go off the boards to himself is O'Rourke. Oh, he has it right in front of him. I think he was trying to get his helmet back on straight. Porro, he's got one already today. Porro, another one of those experienced seniors that lead this team day in and day out, as well as his teammate Luca DiCosola, one of the alternate captains, who flicked it out back towards the neutral zone, and Benet will reset. Shot goes towards the goal. Dwyer, great job of stepping out, making himself big, getting wide to swallow that one up. They say in basketball, it's always important to see one go through the hoop if you're in a shooting slump. I think for a goalie, it's the opposite. You want to just get a couple maybe gimme saves to get your confidence back and show that you still have it. Because again, I don't know if a lot of what Benet has been able to do today on the offensive side was necessarily on Dylan Dwyer. I mean, it's been a absolute hassle for any goalie to be in there and stop Bennett's attack. They just do numbers on the defense every single time, whether it's a CCHL game, a non-conference game like this, or anything in between. The speedy skaters of the Red Wing team getting up and down the ice seem to know their home ice well, too. They always know where that puck's going to carry them and stuff. Hinsdale trying to get a great carry of their own, though. They had a great chance left side of the crease, though. Christensen's holding firm. She did let up that goal in the second, but ever since she's entered, smooth sailing for the most part. Hinsdale keep it in. One-timer, left side, blocked by Christensen. Saw it the whole way. They're going to keep it out left side. Trying to get it going. A tripping call, perhaps. Yep, that arm was going to go up. And some good sportsmanship there. Turnbull was the one that committed the penalty, but he ensured that number 13, Tommy Dusek, was all right after he got him to his feet. Two minutes in the penalty box for Hinsdale Central. Jacob Turnbull is the offending party. And the thing we will also point your attention to, the margin of the lead being 5, we will have a running clock for the rest of the third period. So, see on your screen, it continues to tick. That's why the power play is already under 2 minutes. Hollweck, left side to Hensel. Weakly hit puck. Rebound from Quinlan off his own shot, and he scores. Number 7, Danny Quinlan. Haven't called his name much today. You know he wanted to get his name in the books, and he did just that. It was a great feed in off the left side. Bennett's offensive set's working wonders right now. Danny Quinlan sticking with it off the rebound. And yet another puck sailing past Dylan Dwyer. Again, not the best day at the yard for Dylan Dwyer, Hinsdale as a whole, but I don't think it's a reflection of who they are as a team. It's a very scrappy team. They play in a very tough conference in the Illinois West Hockey League. They're just running into one of the streakiest teams. By streaky, I mean just absolutely on fire in the entire state right now. I mean, maybe only a handful of teams can keep up with the Benet Red Wings, and it's just kind of running out of words here, folks, to be honest with you. Seven to 1 in favor of Benet Academy. Hensel, of course, wanted to put one more on the board to soften the blow a little bit. One of my coaches always said, even if you're losing by a lot, it's never wise to concede defeat too early. Got to go down fighting. There's so much to still be gained by going out, playing your game, getting back to the fundamentals, and refining your identity of who you are as a team and who you want to be. Winners don't only just go out there and play. Where was I going with that? I was really onto something profound there, folks, but I think I just lost my train of thought. So we're just going to pretend like that didn't happen. Let me talk about something else. Maybe this game I'm watching. Schlie, right side. He's going to play patty cake on the boards over there. Coming to his rescue. No, that puck is gotten back, though. Trying to send it around. Number 28, there's Nick Hensel. He's been instrumental in a couple of the goals that we've seen Benet score today. Hensel again, tries to do it himself. Pokes back out, left side, Danny Quinlan. Almost a nice little toe drag, got it to himself, but the convergence of 3 Red Devil defenders said no thank you. Frasco, right side. Just dumps it in, a wrap around. Under 10 minutes remaining in the third period. That clock keeps ticking. 7-1. Owen Ryle, another elite scorer for Benet. He shoots wide. I'm actually going to pull up the CCHL rankings in terms of who leads the league in points right now. Of course, number 1, this should come as no surprise, Hudson Schlie in his 15 league games, 11 goals, 18 assists. And right up there with them, Luca DiCosola has 15 points. That consists of 7 goals and 8 assists. Not sure what happened there. It's always something new with Seven Bridges Ice Arena. We've had a couple, we'll call them technical difficulties with the boards the past couple games, but it's held firm today. Tip of the cap to the maintenance crew for keeping us safe and keeping the game rolling. Great glove save, Dwyer. DiCosola had a chance in the slot. A couple defenders flanking him, though. Unable to get to it. Dwyer held firm. Flashing the leather. Go ahead and preview some of the upcoming action for these Benet Red Wings. I can find their schedule that I have here. We're going to get a face-off in front of Dylan Dwyer. It'll be DiCosola. That one was won by Crab. One-timer towards the net. Can't quite glove it. Dwyer, great job of just pouncing on it. Coming in hot was Porro looking to put that one in the back of the net for his second of the day. Coming up for the Benet Red Wings in CCHL play. They will travel to play the Notre Dame Dons tomorrow. West Meadows Ice Arena rink. It'll be a 2 p.m. puck drop. It's going to be a good one. The last time those two teams met. Actually, I'm wrong. They haven't met at all this year. They're only 2 times they're going to play in CCHL action. It'll be the next 2 games. So tomorrow, Benet will travel to Notre Dame and play them there. And once we get to the 24th, Notre Dame travels to Seven Bridges Ice Arena for the second last game of the Chicago Catholic Hockey League that we'll see for Benet. They will conclude their league play this year at home right here against the Fenwick Friars. A long rivalry that spans generations and for some reason, somehow, never disappoints. We do have a stoppage in play because number 66 of Benet, Davin Frasco, heads to the box. So Hinsdale Central with the power play. they can put one more in the back of the net. And the Benet penalty kill has been strong all day, though. That's something that is a huge improvement from last year. I think at times Benet can get themselves into trouble with that. As Tommy Dusek with a breakaway opportunity. Dwyer with a stop and then pounces on it before ID can come back on the rebound. Dwyer not going down without a fight. He wants to show that he can flash the leather and still be an elite goalie for his squad. It's just great gamesmanship to go ahead and not concede and continue to compete as best you can the entirety of the 51 minutes. Zeppa had it poked away. ID. He wiggles his way through a couple defenders, but can't hold on to it. Up ahead. Across to McConnell. He gets it stolen away and shucked down to the other end of the ice. A couple new skaters enter the ice for the Red Wings. There's Karras alongside his teammate in Ryle. Jimmy Cannon, and then Danny Quinlan. Of course, those are the only 4 skaters on. Ava Christensen still in net as we await Davin Frasco returning his power play, or his penalty, excuse me. He'll be done serving it in about 15 seconds, just under 5 minutes to play here from Seven Bridges Ice Arena. Kicks off the boards. Dentice flings it into his own bench. Maybe his teammates will have something to say to him about that. Maybe they won't. Also on Benet's schedule, they will head to Strongsville, Ohio for a tournament this upcoming weekend, January 17th through the 19th. That is a couple towns over from where my 2 parents are watching. Mom and Dad, hello. Thanks for watching. Get back to the action, though. Hinsdale. Benet had another successful penalty kill, of course, aided by the running clock. It wasn't really 2 minutes of action they had to face. Finn Hammond, one of the better defenders, absorbs a huge hit put onto him by Nick Hensel. And another big hit, there's O'Rourke. Kunitz going to take it himself into the zone. Again, quickly stolen away. We do not have the coverage of live stats as we would for a CCHL game. I would imagine if we're talking time of possession and all that sorts of things, time on attack, whatever offensive metric you want to say, it would be a very interesting look to check that stat sheet. I mean, the scoreboard right now says 32-16, shots on goal, advantage Red Wings. Even that seems like a bit of an understatement today. How much more you could say about Benet? And they're going to keep fighting and maybe try to put one in the back of the net. Here's skating Hollweck in the slot, deflected by Dwyer, and making it hard for Dentice to get it was Weller. Great job of him being right place, right time. Frasco left side, sends it down. Don't quite put it in the zone. Clock keeps ticking. We're just about 2.5 minutes out from the final buzzer here. Hammond retreats. Sounded like Tweety Bird for a second there. Hammond's got a chance. Quickly skates up. Makes the defender fall. The first teammates in the slot. No one's home. And that's stolen away once again. Dentice wanted to flick it off the boards. Frasco returning from the box. And he'll stop and ponder what he wants to do with it. Frozen by Christensen. 2 minutes and counting. Stick with us once the game action wraps up, folks. We got a post-game interview with our player of the game and a quick post-game recap after that. We'll send you on your Saturday evening activities. Maybe if you're a Benet Red Wings fan, a celebration of some sorts. This was a big win, to say the least. Did it mean that much in terms of conference play and where they sit in the league? No, they were still going to be undefeated, win, lose, or draw in this one in league play. Still going to be probably the #1 seed heading into the Kennedy Cup playoffs. But in terms of gathering momentum to ensure you finish out the season in the way you want, I mean, this is precisely the game that you could conceive of such a notion. It's almost too good to be true. Get some pushing and shoving here late in this one. Definitely don't want to see that. Everyone gets to their feet, though, and we play on. I think there's this notion so often, especially in professional sports, that teams maybe get hot at the wrong time, whether it's the Moneyball A's who went on that 20 or so game win streak and then could not make it past, I believe it was the Yankees in the American League playoffs, or the 73-9 Warriors who eventually fell to the Cleveland Cavaliers in the finals. Some teams get hot and people think that they can't maintain it. That puck will go in the net for the 8th and final Benet goal of the day. Joe Eide getting his name into the book, number 97. I believe that's his 3rd straight game with a goal for the Benet Red Wings as we see the last seconds tick off the clock. Fly, Red Wings, fly. You can book this one for Benet. I was talking about how some teams get hot at the wrong time. My point was Bennett's just been hot the entire time, and I don't know if they'll ever cool off. And I think that Joe Eide's goal was a perfect bow on this treat of a game that we all got to watch today. Final score from Seven Bridges Ice Arena: Benet Academy 8, Hinsdale Central 1.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Welcome in everybody to our post-game interview. We just saw Benet Academy defeat Hinsdale Central by a great score of 7-1. Standing next to me, our player of the game, obviously, Hudson Schlie. Hudson, 5 goals today. I mean this with all due respect. Who are you, man? How are you doing these sort of things? What do you attribute it to?
I got to attribute it to all of my teammates. I mean, none of those goals were solo effort. Great passes set up, lucky bounce on one of them, and I couldn't have done it without them.
With one of those goals today, I'm not sure which one, you had 5 after all, you are now the all-time leading point scorer in Benet Academy history. I mean, it's a big title.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
It's pretty awesome. I mean, coming in here freshman year, I had no idea, and then had a good season last year. Knew it was in the cards this year, and glad to get it before playoffs, so it's off my plate. And I owe it all to my teammates through the years, and especially freshman year, training me and making me into the player I am today. And Jeremy Wilkins, I got to shout him out. Playing with him for 3 years, he really set me up for success here.
Man to the people. I like to hear it, Hudson. Talking about the team, obviously you have a couple more CCHL games ahead. This was a great game today. It was a non-conference, so it doesn't count towards the standings. I mean, how are you feeling? How's the locker room feeling going forwards as we make the final push towards the Kennedy Cup playoffs?
Yeah, we're feeling really good. We put ourselves in a really good spot from all of 2024, and we're really excited to finish out this season. And I think we need one more win to secure first place, and we're going to try and get that tomorrow. And I think we're in a great spot. Morale is really high, and this was a good win for us. Get practice into tomorrow because it's a big game tomorrow.
Final thoughts, Hudson. Great game today as always. Great team effort. One thing I will ask, does this team have what it takes to lift that Kennedy Cup?
I think we do. I think we have all the right parts, and we'll try and get going into the playoffs and finish out the season with some momentum.
Thank you so much for your time, Hudson. Great game as always. Stay tuned, folks. We got a post-game recap coming up right after this.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Welcome in everybody to our post-game show. You heard it from the man himself. Hudson Schlie said it was a great effort today, and I think you all can agree with that. 8-1 victory in favor of the Benet Red Wings over the Hinsdale Central Red Devils. Benet led off the scoring with the first 6 goals in this one, 5 of them coming from Hudson Schlie. That first one was from Vinny Porro. Hinsdale did strike back. It was the efforts of Henry Crabb, who he's the captain of this team, the unsung leader, wanted to get back into this one. It always stings a little less when you have 1 on the board instead of a 0. Avoiding that shutout is always crucial. Benet did have a goalie change halfway through this. I think they wanted to give looks to both Joel Koehn and Ava Christensen, as Ben Ciesla is normally their starter for big league action games or other big sort of games that they're going to be playing in. But, I mean, what else can you say other than just a top-to-bottom great performance from Benet? This doesn't count towards the CCHL standings, of course, it being a non-conference game. But that now moves their record to 31-9-2. Just overall dominance. They're still 15-0 in the CCHL, and that record gets put to the test tomorrow when they play the Notre Dame Dons. They're going to travel to Notre Dame for their first matchup of the season. I mean, looking back at today's action, I don't think you can really fault Hinsdale Central for not having a solid hockey team. This is a very scrappy team in the Illinois West Hockey League. They've done a lot of winning in the past. It's a very storied program. I just think when you run into the behemoth that has become the Benet Academy Red Wings this year, that just kind of happens sometimes. So that's about it. 8-1 is your final score from Seven Bridges Ice Arena, and that's about all I have to say. That's Eric Raichi. That's Chris Angela. I'm Andy Diedrich. We'll see you next time.